Hey there, Randall Brown with PMZ Real Estate. I'm excited today to be out here with Dewan Ozdogan from La Conta Mediterranean Grill.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. So tell us about your schedule here. You have a brunch schedule, you have lunch, and tell us about your schedule so that we know when do we want to come here and when are you open.
So we do have a brunch every Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. Till 3 p.m.
Okay.
We have bottomless mimosa.
Nice.
And
I like that
then,
part.
Yeah. And then we also have lunch from 11:30 till 4 p.m. And dinner start at 4 p.m. On a weekday till 10 p.m.
Perfect.
And then the Friday and Saturday we are open till 10:30 p.m.
Okay, now do you have a happy hour?
We do have a happy hour daily. It's 3 p.m. till 6 p.m.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. And then as far as the menu, do you have a menu that you kind of rotate through for different seasons?
So we usually do a seasonal menu. There are certain there are some items on the menu that we do not change it, like talash, moussaka, and mixed kebab. Those are our kind of like signature dishes.
I see.
But we do change the menu, like I would say, like 30%, 40% of the menu does change seasonally.
Oh, nice.
Like another change gonna be coming on May 1st.
Okay.
So we try to bring some ingredients from seasonal vegetables and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very nice. So I understand several restaurants have came here and tried and failed. So give us an idea of what is it that you've done that makes this so successful, and why have you made it work?
So the first time when I came into this restaurant, that was one of my biggest fear, because anybody that I have talked, they all told me like, hey, whoever was here, they didn't really make it, they failed, and I was like, wow, did I make the right decision, or am I gonna fail too?
Right.
And it was my first restaurant, and I didn't
Okay.
know much, and I learned during all those years. But one of the first things that I noticed as soon as I come into this restaurant, it wasn't really that inviting. Interior design,
Yeah.
and there was something missing. There was no soul, and I fell in love with the building. It's such a beautiful
it
old
is,
building, and
yeah.
I love brick building. I used to be in Belgium. Most of the buildings over there like 300 years old, 400 years old.
Wow.
So, but the interior was there are some missing elements. Like you didn't felt welcome when
Right.
you walked in. It wasn't
Right.
like that welcoming with open
Right.
arm. So that was the first thing that I noticed. We did change a lot of things. We opened up the kitchen. We built a Neve bar. We did
Nice.
a bench seating. So
Yeah.
we want to make feel on the first step. First impression is really important.
Yes.
That was my main thing. Like
Yeah.
as soon as someone step in, you want to make a welcoming impression.
Yeah.
So I guess that did work. And
Yeah.
of course the food was great too.
Yes.
My business partner is a great chef. So that was like good service, welcoming service, and a good food. When you combine those two, I guess
Right.
that was the key to success. I would
Perfect,
say.
perfect. So tell us a little bit about your story and how you got here. So where you talked a little bit about from Belgium. And, yeah.
Yes, I'm from Turkey.
Okay.
I born and grew up in Turkey, and then after I graduated from university in Turkey, I moved to Belgium, and I traveled around most of the European countries, but mostly I lived in the Belgium, and then decided to come to the United States, which I was here before, like on and off.
Uh-huh.
And came to San Francisco.
Okay.
Worked with my cousin. We opened one restaurant over there. I was a manager there. My business partner was a chef there, so it's still there actually. It's
Okay.
still over there.
Nice.
But I had no idea that Pleasanton did exist. I didn't even know there's
Right.
such a city that exists. We were looking for a space in Burlingame, San Mateo,
Yeah.
San Francisco, mostly around the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And the previous owner of this place was a friend of my business partner, and he was selling his business. So we said, like, you know what, let's go and take a look at it. Let's
Nice.
see what kind of city it is. That's how we started.
Ah, nice. So we're standing in front of some beautiful
Yeah,
murals
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit of the story about these murals.
So we do have 3 murals. Those are mainly real pictures of Istanbul from 1960.
Okay.
The daily life Istanbul. The one that you see here those are the fishermen, and you see the blue mosque, and then this is the Bosphorus.
Yeah.
And we have another one like the those kids are carrying goods.
Yes.
And another one is the coffee house, the typical Turkish tea house.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
those are from the daily life of Istanbul. We really want to bring the daily life of Istanbul into the daily life of
Nice.
Pleasanton, just to
Nice.
kind of like make the people feel like, oh, that's from Istanbul.
Nice.
And,
So give you that exotic feel while you're
yeah,
here.
Exactly.
Nice
yeah.
exotic
Just
meal.
little background
feel.
from ourselves, like this is
Absolutely.
where I come from.
Yeah.
and this is how it was, and you know.
Very nice. I love it. I love them.
Thank you.
So
Thank
tell
you.
us about downtown Pleasanton. You hit a little bit about that, but so have you fallen in love with the charm of this community and how's it welcomed you? And tell us why Pleasanton?
Yeah. So the first year was not really. I didn't really fall in love with Pleasanton, to be honest. Like the first time when I came here, I was. One of the biggest concern that I have is like one of the thing that I heard from the people, like they were like, yeah, it's a suburban. I don't know how they're gonna welcome you because
Yeah.
you're an immigrant. And I didn't know, to be honest. Like I
Yeah.
was a little bit kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they gonna welcome me.
Yes.
And I didn't move here for the first 1.5 year, but once I start working here, once I start meeting the people,
Yeah.
then I start falling in love.
Yeah.
And then I moved here. I bought a house just like 2 streets from down here.
Oh, nice.
And I live here like last 3-4 years now.
Nice.
And one of the thing that I love about Pleasanton is like, as soon as you walk out of your door, that the people are smiling and positive and welcome
Right.
you, and then
Yeah.
you feel home. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm home.
Nice.
So, and I made a lot of great friends. One of them is Bob Shapiro.
Yeah.
Common friends. And that was the key thing for me. Like
Yeah.
wherever I go, if I get that positive vibe, if I get that welcoming feeling,
Yeah.
if that makes me feel like I'm welcome.
Yeah.
I'm the part of the community. I'm
Right.
part of the town.
Right.
So that was the main thing for me. That's why
Nice.
I moved here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly love having you here. This community is, I think, one of the best communities in the world, and it's because of people like you that come here and they fall in love with the community and they give back and they invest back in the community. So talk a little bit about what have you done to make the community such a great community?
So, as a restaurant owner here, and as a resident in Pleasanton, that we really do a lot of donation, mainly to educational
Right.
causes.
Okay.
And I do believe that the education is one of the most important element in any society around the world. If you want to improve that society, if you want to go further and
Right.
make it better, that's the main thing, and
Right.
that's my goal, and that's what we do. And we do a lot of donation to the educational charities.
Right.
The last thing that we did was about the girls in Turkey. Actually, we doesn't have the money.
Right.
We also do a lot of donation to the schools around here.
Right.
And we do the Rotary Foundations
Right.
and all those stuff. So,
Yeah.
so that's our main goal. We mostly do the donations when
Yeah.
we do those kind of things.
Yeah.
And we just want to make sure that we support you. We are
Right.
here, and
Yeah.
so that's what we do. Mostly the educational donations.
Right.
To be honest. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for that. You know, I love coming to this restaurant, and I hope that the viewers will see this and they'll come and check you out and
Well, I
enjoy
hope
a
so,
nice
yeah.
brunch.
I
Thank you
hope
so much.
yeah. Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.